Cool.
That's
My
bad,
bad.
right?
That's bad. That was a bad move on my part. Let me just
I want to try and use magic.
Yeah. What are you going to do? What's this look like?
I don't know. I think he's just doing it out of instinct. Where are the bells and noises coming from?
You can hear it like all along the cavern. You see that this tripwire was attached at the ground and then ran up the side of the wall into a like system of bells along like the top edge.
Are they connected by like cables?
Yes.
Okay, so in that case, my goal is to magically essentially like send something through these wires to kind of try and cut the connection. Do you know what I mean? So I'm envisioning like, whatever vines, be it planty nonsense, just following the track and destroying whatever device is at the end of it.
Ooh. Okay. I was going to
sick.
suggest the possibility of like magically silencing them, but I like the idea of you sending Vine and the Vine instead breaking through these things and just like breaking their system. That's that's much more Palmer to me. Yeah, well, roll that.
My original instinct was like somehow like capture the sound so that it doesn't reverberate anywhere, but like stopping sound is not something that plants are very good at. Following a track is something that plants are very good at. So
yeah.
So if
that's
possible, I want to use the advanced magic that I rolled, but that's just a matter of what I get on the roll, correct?
Yep. You have to hit a 12 plus to use the advanced move.
Gotcha. And knowing my luck, that will not happen. Let's go. I don't have any forwards, do I?
No. You wouldn't have any forwards in this situation. All right, that's me.
Mixed success.
So pick your effect and your glitch.
My effect. None of these really fit.
I feel like inflicting harm on this alarm system.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Makes
and then
sense.
The glitch.
I'm going to say we can't choose it draws more unwelcome attention.
Yeah, that would be kind of wild. Also, taking harm doesn't really make sense. Neither does weakened or short duration, so I'm just going to do the cheap, it has a side effect, and pass it off to you.
Yeah, that's a problematic side effect. I think what happens, you instinctually gather up your magic in your palm and you just grab the wire that these bells are connected to. And we see these thorns and vines fly out of your magical energy and start breaking these bells, silencing them one by one by one by one. But I think the problematic side effect that you run into is that your magic flies out of control and you give it a little too much. And now the wall is covered in these dense thorns. And so as you go along, you kind of have to worry about backing into this because this could trip you guys up or hurt you.
Okay.
Well, better than a cave-in.
Why would you give him an idea?
Because that's my job.
He is the idea guy. I try not to reuse things super often.
Nice. So we already used the cave-in card.
Yeah. When I give Jason an idea, it's a dare.
I normally take it. But
okay, well, is it quiet now?
Yes, the alarms have been silenced. You
Sick.
can see just barely shifting off in the distance soft green lights and shadows that are darker than the rest of the area around them.
Well, that's weird. Let's keep going.
Okay, cool. Yeah, eyes up.
I think about Jurnee and how she must be doing.
Yeah, I think you have a few moments while you walk along this path and you know something has to be coming. And then it is there, and it catches you slightly off guard because you're expecting you think that you'd see something from behind you or in front of you, but nobody's looking at the walls.
Ew, not fun.
And this darkness coalesces along the side of the walls, and then suddenly the green light is there, and this dark watcher, this form springs out of its shadow in a way that, like, you know how when you grab like slime and you pull it up and it resists against itself and so it elongates? That's what this looks like when this shadow creature comes out of the wall at you, and it jumps at you, Dan, and is
Excellent.
going to try and tackle you to the ground.
As is his right.
You can act under pressure to try and avoid this.
Fantastic. Act under pressure. Sorry, I leveled up, so I was in the midst of looking for new moves.
Ooh.
But doesn't matter. That's a fail.
All right, yeah, this thing hits you, and it hits you hard. It presses you into the ground, and I think you're going to take 1 harm because you knock your head on the wall that is now covered in Palmer's thorns. So take 1 harm.
Is that ignore armor? I have, I think, 1 or 2 armor. Yeah, I have 1 armor.
Okay, then we'll call it even. I wouldn't think that would be armor piercing. But
Okay.
I am going to ask you to roll plus tough as this thing's maw opens over you and you see this gas pouring out of it.
Tight.
Okay.
Mixed success.
Yeah. On a 7 to 9, you recognize this and you see that this has happened before. And so you know not to breathe this in, but you're just a little too late. And this does do 1 harm to you, armor ignoring.
Okay. Question. Do you get unstable when you reach 3 or when you reach 4?
It's when you go over.
Yeah, when you cross over to 4, you go unstable.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Or
I see
if
it
you
now.
are poisoned, which I just remembered.
Actually...
In fact,
Old Jurnee is poisoned, so we're gonna have to think about that. But anyway, that's for me to know and Jurnee to figure out. So yeah, you take 1 harm. Anyone else? Mordicai, Palmer.
I may be injured, but my boy Dan is in trouble, and I fight for my friends with the power of heart. So I'm going to try to help him out. So I automatically help as if I'd rolled a 10. I'm just going to try to shoulder check the... I'm going to shoulder check the thing off of Dan. I'm going to unpin him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so... that he's acting on your tough roll, Dan, so don't mark that harm.
Nice.
Dog.
Go Rams.
Yeah, Mordecai, you see this thing tackle Dan to the ground and open up its maw, and like you've seen this also, and you rush in and just ram your shoulder into this thing, pushing it off of you. And you just barely avoid making like skin to skin contact with this creature.
I'm wearing
Bro.
poncho.
Bro, thank you, but please back up.
Dan.
Homer, do you have anything you want to do?
yeah, I pull out my fucking whip and let's fucking go.
I do as the sticker says.
I do as the sticker says.
Does what it says on the tin.
10 for kick ass.
Nice.
All right, how do you kick this thing's ass?
Let's see. He's just been body checked. Let's assume that he has like flown off away from Mordicai, and it's that I don't have a risk of getting them both. Just trying to wrap a whip around his neck.
Nice. Oh, remind me the tags of your whip.
I feel like it's like messy or something. Yeah, area, messy, holy.
That's
excellent. And how much harm does that do?
3.
Fuck. All right. Yeah, you Castlevania style get your whip out and flick your wrist to have the edge of the whip wrap around its neck and choke it. And you pull it away from your friends. And you deal 3 harm to this creature.
You're damn right I do.
Dan,
right.
You want to wombo combo this? I'll do a ranged attack with some smoky flame.
You guys
You can have the knife.
say in calm, casual conversation as this is happening.
It's just another Thursday.
All right. You see me reach into my pocket and then look in your direction, waiting for a signal.
All right. I am going to breathe in a hefty puff. And I'm just going to do a straight line of flamethrower breath, silvery, smoky flame breath at the Dark Watcher. And yeah.
Use that magic.
Yeah, I'm going to whip my knife and try and get it way up in this shadow creature.
I don't like the
use magic,
up
kick
in.
ass. Nice.
Well, I got 13.
Mordecai, choose your
ass
glitch.
shaking.
It has a problematic side effect.
It has a problematic side effect. So, Mordecai, we're in a cave, and your friend recently put a lot of foliage in this cave. All along the walls.
Oh, goddamn.
And then
It's also a coal mine.
you breathed fire
I
in the
did.
same cave.
I did.
So, as this flame comes out and burns this Dark Watcher, more of the fire catches on Palmer's thorns, and they go up quickly.
She screams because apparently they're all still connected.
Lovely.
Just kidding.
It's a horrible thought.
Just kidding. That's a joke.
Palmer's just writhing, seething in pain on the ground.
Joke.
All of the vines, all the way down the cavern, are lit up in this silver flame. Good news, you can see.
I was going to say, job well done, Mordicai. Good
Bad
shit.
news, this is a coal mine, and that's catching. Also bad news, you're in the middle of a mine, and smoke is starting to fill the air.
Well, I'm going to use the advanced success on my kick some ass to drive the enemy away in a rout, because that's something it says I can do.
How much damage does the magic and your knife do? So how much damage does your magic do, Mordecai?
Dude, I don't know.
Well, if you're using what effect are you choosing? Is
inflict harm. So
inflict
one harm.
So
ignore
one
magic.
harm, and then how much damage does your knife do, Dan?
It's going to be two harm from that.
And that is exactly enough. This Dark Watcher, as you stab it, once again crumbles into dust, and you see the shadows dissipate, and all that is left are the human bones that were underneath, marked with alchemical symbols.
Man, we do be killing people.
I don't think we were the first ones to get to him.
It's a Dark Watcher. I wouldn't call it a person.
I want to try.
It's got real bones.
I want to try and use magic again to get this fire under control.
Yeah, go for it.
Please. 8.
All right.
How about beyond human limitations?
Yes.
That's sort of like a catch-all. I want to chill it out but not extinguish it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
okay.
I want like little like torch sized, to light the way essentially.
Yeah, I would say that like if you had wanted to put it all out, I would say one harm would have made more sense. But if you just want to dim it and make it not spread as quickly, I'd say the effect is weakened is appropriate.
Okay, sure. Then yeah, I want it to not be completely extinguished, but enough that it's not gonna, immediately explode and kill us. Plus, if the vines have followed, the electronics, which is what I was, intending for them to do, we might have essentially a path to wherever all of this leads, as long as we follow the vines in the fire.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes I do stuff and it's smart and it was on purpose.
We call that a mixed success.
We call that a big success.
You guys are action heroes. You guys are super intelligent, and you guys are great players. And
Thanks for all the lies.
I'm always willing to reward those things.
I wasn't prepared for an affirmation session in the middle of this game. Anyway,
right.
I was just going to say, now that all these vines went up in smoke, it's time to move to TikTok.
Okay, all right. You got it.
You know what? I take it back.
So on that note, Mordecai is going to... what could go wrong? I'm going to charge ahead into immediate danger without hedging my bets.
Awesome.
I'm going to sprint forward.
You do that as I'm preparing a spell that I was trying to get to. I'm going to be like, wait. I'm trying to throw up a spell to give us all little bubbles around our heads of fresh air.
All right, you got 5 seconds, then I'm rearing to go.
You're doing the fucking ballhead charm.
I got to save Jurnee.
Mixed success.
What's your glitch?
The glitch is that Mordecai's too far ahead to get it, but he's got enough experience with smoke that he should be fine.
Hey,
yeah, you only get this on Palmer and Dan.
Palmer and yourself.
Yeah, it's just sort of like a sort of translucent light purple bubble.
That's awesome.
That kind of shimmers on the outside.
Yeah, as Mordecai runs down this now lit with silver flame, this tunnel, the camera zooms over his shoulder and down the halls and back into the room with Jurnee and Harker. And you have him at light point?
Goo point.
It's not goo.
It's much like it's not a cult. It's not goo.
I'm going to just keep saying it until it becomes goo.
I hate it.
All right,
hands up or you're going to get all this pesto.
So he asked me... He asked me where my friend was, right?
Yep.
All right. So Jurnee putting on a brave face, still pointing the thing at him. is like, you're not in the position to be asking the questions here, mister. I want to ask you, what the heck is going on here? And what are you doing? And why are you doing it? What is this? And gestures at just the green.
I don't like it when children tamper with my experiments.
Excuse me, sir. I am an adult. I have a bank account.
Oh my god. Really,
I have a YouTube channel.
A YouTube channel.
Great case you're making for yourself.
She has a driver's license or not, but I don't think she does.
You did say that she has a driver's license the last time he called you a child.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Harker is going to make a move here. I'm going to take a hard move and say that you don't get to act against it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Harker is going to take his pistol quickly from the table behind, and he is going to shoot you in the shoulder.
Well, I don't even get to defend myself?
Nah.
It's a hard move, bro.
Take 2 harm.
This is the boss.
Don't you have to roll to see if it hits me?
Nah, this ain't D&D.
Oh, fuck.
You don't have an armor class. You have an armor class of not shit.
Wait, do I don't have any armor, do I?
Nope.
Oh,
No.
damn it. Okay,
Oh,
fine.
jeez.
Yeah. And also, Jurnee, you feel you're reminded that you breathed in that gas from the Dark Watcher previously, and you're not feeling too great on your feet right now. Your vision is starting to blur.
I mean, granted, I just got shot in the shoulder, so understandable that I'm not feeling well.
Yeah, he levels his pistol at you and just says, children don't belong in the battlefield, and they definitely don't belong here messing with my research. Why do you insist on coming back?
Okay. Sorry, I am trying to figure out how to mitigate this issue. I don't really think that I can do anything else right now other than what my first impulse was to do. So I think Jurnee staggers back a little bit, glances at her shoulders like, oh fuck, this is scary, and looks back at the man, and she fires the gas right in his face. I'm really
You
scared.
shoot your goo.
I mean, he shot me first.
Yeah, this is an act under pressure move. I don't think that this is necessarily something that is harmful in nature. It's a 10.
Good. Fuck off. It's gonna do something.
Yeah, so you do what you set out to do. You pull the trigger on this. You spray this light, this green light out of this canister at him, and it pressurized, and it blinds him briefly. He stumbles back, and he tries to cover his eyes, and you see the age wash away from him.
Can I turn him into a baby? Can I turn him into a baby?
Previously, Harker was a little ragged, and scars and white speckling his beard and hair.
Yeah.
And you see his beard grow fuller and the white disappear, and some of those scars heal up, and his skin is clear and smooth.
I told you were just gonna give him a facial. You just gave him a health potion.
That is the wrong
You made
choice
him
of word for
healthier.
what we've been using.
That was only a small dose.
He's gonna rub the sleepies from his eyes and be like, "Thanks, I feel great."
Yeah, he stops and takes a look at himself and says, now that is an interesting development. I had never considered just using it on myself. Thank you. And he is going to turn around quickly and grab some components from his desk, and he's trying to cast magic.
Okay, chotomate for a fucking second, because you told me you blinded him for a few seconds. Did Jurnee just stand there like a fucking dunce during those few seconds that he was blinded?
No, you can do something.
All right, well, I'm gonna fucking do something. Okay.
I can't believe you used this sauce of life to give this man a facial.
I've been saying it from the start.
All right. So my question is, when I blinded him, was he still holding on to the gun?
Yes.
Fuck.
He was holding on to the gun in his like offhand. He like put his left hand up to like kind of block the light, and he had the gun in his right hand.
Okay. Another question. Did I empty the canister?
No.
How much is left?
We're gonna say 75%.
Oh, okay. Why didn't I just fucking go ham with it? Okay.
He's only blinded for a second.
Here's the thing. I don't think Jurnee can do this by herself. I don't feel like it's a smart idea to think that Jurnee can do this by herself. But she doesn't know where the others are. Is there an immediate exit in this room?
Yeah, there's a door off over to the left.
Mm-hmm. Then I think that Jurnee is going to sprint for the door in the immediate, from the second that she sprayed him in the face and he like backed up.
Yeah. Roll act under pressure and take a +1.
Act under pressure. Because I have ideas of what we could do, but I'm gonna get toasted if I'm just only doing it by myself. Fuck.
That +1 came in handy.
It did, though. It did,
That's
though.
7.
I didn't fail.
Sheesh.
So you are going to get to the door, but you can get to the door, but the canister comes loose from your antlers.
That's fine.
You can get to the door, but not get through it.
So I think what I'm going to do is let the canister go.
Okay.
And get through the door and continue. Like, she gets through the door and pulls it behind her to try to save like 2 seconds of time, because he has to open the door. She starts running down through the cave and is like, I'll be right back.
You fling open the door and close it behind you, and you start running down this hallway. And it takes you a second to realize it, but you can see everything perfectly fine. And then you recognize why that is. And it's the fact that there is fire lining this hallway as you run down and you run around the corner. And from behind you, you hear that door slam open. You hear Harker say, "Oh, Jurnee!
Come out to play."
Oh, no.
Oh, Jurnee, we're just getting started. You're so resourceful."
Nope, I'm good.
Some tinkering. You hear the crashing of things, and you hear him bark an order.
Oh, great.
And says, "Go.
Oh, good.
Bring them back. Alive if possible, but I don't really mind." Jurnee, you're running down this hallway, and you take a sharp corner, and you run smack into Mordicai.
Ow.
Jurnee, you're not feeling great. You're going to take a harm.
Oh, come on! From the comedic slap?
From being poisoned.
Oh.
And exerting yourself because you are unstable.
That's understandable, I guess.
I will use one hold from what could go wrong to reduce her harm.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, thank you for catching me, or like falling in such a way that I didn't.
Yeah, I catch her and spin and like sit her down. Relax.
Wow.
Wonderful.
I think like a little nauseated. She's like, "Hi, Mordicai. There's a thing, guy.
Which way?
That way." And she just like can't talk anymore. She's too nauseous.
So you point in which direction he is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep charging forward. I'm sprinting towards him.
Okay. I think this gives Dan and Palmer the opportunity to catch up to the group. Outside, we see Dusk running out of the cave with Peter Hughes, and he sees Abby and the animal companions and just very briefly stops and says, I don't know if you understand me, but your chief says that they could need some help. They're going to the northwestern part of the cave. Yeah, please go help them. And
Shit.
Chromie,
Word up.
Chromie like stares at Dusk for a little bit and says, "All right, well, let's go," and flies off to the cave. And Dusk just stops for a second and is like, "That one can't talk."
He's really well spoken, isn't he?
Dusk does hear this one as ribbits, but
Fromy does not realize this.
yes, Fromy doesn't realize this. Cameo from Fromy.
It just starts hopping away.
Yeah, so we see the animal companions rush into the cave, and
I'm sure they're gonna be the
The linchpin
that
of the
breaks
plan.
the camel's back. Yeah, that's gonna be
True.
Yeah.
They're gonna be the ones to save us all.
And Dusk continues on to the cabin to try and get Peter Hughes to medical attention.
Excellent.
Back with Mordecai, you've run ahead.
Yep.
So you are running down this hall, this mine shaft. And I want you to read a bad situation.
Okay. Do. Easy money.
Nice.
a 10.
Do.
All right, hold 3.
Hold
Damn.
3. Gorsh. Let's see. What's my best way in?
Directly in front of you, you see further down the hall, this door is open and you see a room that is washed in a green glow and another door on the other side that has this symbol of the owl.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Well, you are the only person here,
Yeah.
so any dangers you haven't noticed. I'm going to say that as you peer down the hall and you see all of this light, you notice a large, dark shadow looming just on the edge of the frame, and it seems like it is bathing in this light.
Okay. Do I see Harker? Like, I don't see anything other than the shadow in the doorway, right?
You do not.
What's the most vulnerable to me?
The most vulnerable thing to you. I think you get the idea that maybe if you can sneak up on whatever this is, you might be able to get the drop on it.
Then that is what I'm going to do. In my ninja sprint, I'm going to try to be stealthy and try to get the drop on whatever it is through the door.
Yeah, act under pressure with a +1.
So I technically already get +2 on my act under pressure for what could go wrong. I have another hold for that. So you just want me to do +3?
Yeah, if you want to spend it that way, go for it.
Even with a +3,
Oh,
bro. God
sheesh.
damn.
Only 8.
That 3 really did save you, though.
That helped me.
Yeah. All right. So on a mixed success, act under pressure, you're going to get a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay.
Hang on. Yeah, okay.
So either you are going to get close to this thing, but you're not going to catch it off guard.
Okay.
Or you are going to be able to sneak up on this, but as you go, you drop your sword.
Okay.
Or, yeah,
So
I think it's
that's-
just going to be those two.
So that's just my hard choice, eh?
Yeah, you are going to either not quite sneak up on it, or you are going to not have your sword readily available to you.
But I still have my dagger.
But you still have your dagger, and you can sneak up on it if you choose to drop the sword. The sword is clattering around, it's too loud.
I drop the sword and I get the sneaky.
All right, yeah, you sneak up on this thing, you come up to the edge of the doorway and you peer in, and you see a massive Dark Watcher. Previously, the Dark Watchers seemed to, at full height, be probably 8 feet, 9 feet tall.
Okay, so pretty big.
This thing is easily 12 feet tall, touching the ceiling, like its head brushing the ceiling of this cavern.
Okay, do I see anything else in this room? Any other entities or anything as I sneak in?
Not yet, but I think that you hear a clattering in the room just beyond.
So I've snuck in behind this thing. I don't know, dude. This was not what I had envisioned happening to me when I got here.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think I'd ever get here.
I didn't think I would make it this far.
It's almost like rushing in leaves you unprepared.
That is the whole point of my character.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
It's literally what I do.
It is what you do.
Usually it goes better than this.
I mean, it's not gone bad, per se.
It could be worse.
It could 100% have been worse. Shouts out to the +3 on that. I'm thinking, do I want to push it further and try to sneak through the door and like close it behind me real quick before the Dark Watcher notices me? Or do I want to full send and try to just fight the Dark Watcher 1v1? Sneak attack.
I mean, we're all close behind you, aren't we? Like,
Yeah, your friends are coming, but they are just not, they didn't run down the hallway at the speed that you did. You kept booking it.
What's the primary goal in your mind now? So you were going up to find Jurnee. You found Jurnee. Then you kept going.
I kept going to I'm trying to think if Mordecai reasonably assumed that. I mean, I think he suggested it before we entered the cave, but is Harker our enemy or not? Like the main squeeze?
Yeah,
So
you,
your goal
you did
is to
suggest
sort of-
that he might be the person causing some of these issues.
I also did scream his name as I fell down. So
Okay. So I think Mordecai is like, not that he thinks things through completely, was just to kill and or subdue Harker in a fatal swoop.
Okay. Well,
I
Harker's
think-
not in this room right now, so...
So, again, in
When
that
the
brief
paladin
moment I
goes
snuck
rogue.
in, I'm gonna... Oh my god. Can I just do this again? Can I just fucking... All right. You as the keeper need to tell me what I'm doing here. So, I want to go through that door undetected. I'm going to try to 1v1 Harker, if possible.
If you want to do that and you want to sneak past this massive Dark Watcher,
So, is this my
you're
what
going
could
to
go
have to act
wrong?
under pressure.
Or don't worry, I'll check it out. I'm using a move here or not?
Let me look.
Okay, fine. I mean, I'm technically charging in again, but then I'm also checking out someplace unknown.
I would say that you just used what could go wrong.
Okay, so I'm on
And
CD.
you are no longer charging into immediate danger because you are trying to sneak.
Gotcha.
This is the sneaking is the definition of hedging your bet. Like
Gotcha.
Sure. So I think you
So
can
I am
do.
snubbed.
Don't worry, I'll check it out. I think you can mark experience because
Okay.
this is fucking terrifying.
Okay, and then you want me to do act under pressure to get through
Yes.
the door as a
Yeah,
sneaky
you have to
boy.
act under pressure to avoid detection by this creature.
All right, I have advanced. Roll 20. Let's fucking go. No!
No! No! No, that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a 4.
All right. Damn.
All right. Yeah, Mordecai, you are
Do I at least get the door open?
Scooby-Doo ass trying to sneak across this room. And I just don't think that you're as aware of your surroundings as you think. And as you get across the room and you try to get a hand on the door, you knock into some of these canisters that have been emptied. And they crash and clatter to the floor. And this large Dark Watcher turns around and sees you. And immediately you see a long, almost like a stick kind of appendage form out of its hand, and it takes a swipe at you for 2 harm, knocking you across the room back towards the door that you entered from.
And I am now dying.
Oh no!
I am dying. I am in the process of dying, ladies and gentlemen.
Whew. Okay.
I
fuck.
have hit 0 out of 7. I'm dying. Save me, please.
How
Do I
does
make
that-
death saves?
How does that work in this game?
Yeah, we've never approached this point. Do
Yeah,
I make
we've
death saves?
never handled this. Yeah, it's kind of up to keeper's discretion, like many things in this game.
I'm very
Some people play
unconscious.
that you hit 7 and you're dead. Like that's it.
Well, it's just dying.
Yeah. I think you are dying, and if somebody doesn't come help you soon, then Mordecai's gonna be toast.
KIA. Gotcha. Cool. That was almost
Cool.
really cool, and I just flubbed it right at the end. Right when I needed it most, roll 20 failed me.
I mean, you still have luck. You have 6 points of luck that you can use on
Oh my
this.
god. Can I just pop a luck right now?
Yeah. You can pop a luck. You can use
Okay.
your luck to avoid
So-
Okay,
this.
I'm gonna
So
pop
God.
a luck to avoid that
So-
hit. I'm gonna pop this luck on the act under pressure to just to completely.
Can
I'm
you
gonna
do
make that
that?
roll a 12. Can I do that?
Unhappen it.
Can I
Yeah.
just?
You can
I'm gonna
use it
change my
on
roll to a 12.
Time rewinds. You don't do that.
Alright.
Time rewind. You are not
Okay.
knocked the shit out
That
of.
is literally that's like how I hate to be the one to bring this reference, but that's how Homestuck works. Like you died and then
No, literally.
the game reset back to the point where you made a
Yeah.
bad decision.
Yep, that was a doomed timeline.
So, Keeper, this is up to you. I have a choice when I use my luck to change a roll to 12 or to avoid all harm from an injury. That's on you. Whichever one is best for you. Can I re-roll? Can I roll the 12 for the act under pressure, or do you just want me to avoid the D?
I'm gonna be real with you. I think it would be more thematically interesting if you avoided the harm, and then your friends can come help you. But I will not say that you can't, because like also thinking from a strategic standpoint, you got wiped by 2 harm. just now.
Uh-huh.
And you're thinking about going and 1v1ing someone.
Yep. That was the idea.
So
You're dumb. You're dumb.
I'm just gonna put that out there for you to consider. Maybe don't. maybe don't right now.
So I'm just saying, I feel like a human being a little easier for me to take on than a 12-foot fucking shadow creature.
I mean, he's not a regular human being.
He shot Jurnee in the shoulder. You really
He doesn't
think
know
he's gonna
that.
be able to?
You're not wrong.
I did not check her for wounds at all. I just thought she was having a panic attack.
This is the Brotherhood we're dealing with, too.
True, they do magic.
I will remind you of two things. One for Tyler specifically. Mundanes are the only playbook that you can use a level up to regain a luck point that you have spent.
Ooh, and I did level.
Yeah. That is the really great thing about the mundane playbook is that
that's why I get XP constantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're a normal fucking person. You will perceivably you would die. And so that's why they consistently are maybe you should have a little bit more luck to be able to survive in this world that is filled with terror.
So I should be using luck so much more.
You could. You only get to do it. You only get to regain a total of 4.
Easy. Done.
You get to use 2 from your normal improvements and 2 from your advanced improvements for the life of the playbook. This goes away if you change playbooks. If you change playbooks, this is not an option for other playbooks. This is exclusively the mundane.
So burn them all and then change playbooks.
Yes. Also, luck is for the life of a character. So even if you change playbooks, I have not been resetting the luck bar as you go. So Jurnee has spent 3 luck and changed playbooks. She still has 3 luck spent on that. And you only ever get 7.
Yep, don't I know it?
But I can regain it if I am
as long as you are the mundane, you can use a level up to regain it.
So just don't
up to 4 times.
Up to 4 times.
Okay. That gives me ideas.
That is something to think about and consider as you, and this is just a great reminder for everyone. You can use this, and it's an incredible resource. You will not get it back otherwise.
Use it sparingly.
So it is for sure something you need to think about.
I'm acutely aware of this, and that's why I have not spent a single luck point yet.
I've already spent 2.
Finite resources give me anxiety.
I totally was doing that deliberately and didn't forget that it was a thing in the game.
Yeah.
Same.
I mean, luck in this game is basically having an inspiration point in D&D, right?
True.
I suppose.
Kind of.
Actually, it's honestly better than an inspiration because
it's better than
inspiration just gives you a reroll, whereas this is a full success. So it's like rolling a 20 on your reroll instead. So good stuff. Okay, I'm back in the back in the saddle.
Keeper mode.
Just like Aerosmith.
On the road.
So
again.
I dodged the swipe.
You dodged the swipe. You didn't take harm from it, but you were blocked by this Dark Watcher. And I want to move back over to Dan and Palmer and Jurnee as you guys are in the hall and Jurnee is on the ground recovering.
So Dan notices Jurnee, runs up to her. I'm glad you're safe. You look horrible.
I got shot.
Okay.
That happened.
I'm going to keep you from dying here real quick. What happened to Mordicai as I'm as I'm trying to neutralize, stabilize Jurnee with magic?
He just sort of ran past. I mean, we kind of ran into each other, and then
Can I help? Can I do something to help?
Yes, you can.
Oh God. Okay.
Yes, you can.
Kills Jurnee with magic.
Do I have to do? What do I have to do for that? Do I have to do anything?
You roll help out.
Yeah.
Roll help out on a 7 to 9. You'll help. On a failure, things will get worse.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
Dan rolled a 6 on the use magic to try and heal.
So let's see.
And I do believe that you have used both of your first aid kits.
7.
Ooh, just barely.
Thanks,
Okay, on help out, you provide +1.
Dan
But you
clearly
yourself
frazzled.
any trouble or danger. I don't feel like there's really trouble or danger right now, but that does bump your use magic to a 7, so choose a glitch. As Jurnee, you are talking about
Mordicai.
having seen Mordicai.
Yeah.
I'm like holding her up, you know.
I'm going to take 1 harm.
Ooh,
It's good.
spicy.
Baller.
It like starts to backfire.
Okay, so yeah, we kind of ran into each other, and then he kept going, and he ran down the hall, but that's where Harker was. Harker was the guy who shot me. He's the bad guy. Of course he is. Are you
Son
okay,
of a
Dan?
bitch. I'm so good. I need you
Okay.
to hang back like I asked Mordecai to do, and I'm going to go save his ass, okay? Come on.
Oh, okay. All right. She doesn't protest.
Welcome back to Memester of the Week. Thank you for listening. I'm Jason.
I'm Tyler.
Wanted to say, hey, what's up? Thanks.
How you doing?
So, news in the ethosphere right now. We have stickers out on Redbubble right now. They were designed by the fantastic L Rhymes with Hell on Twitter. Go check them out because they're great. They're a great artist, and yeah, the dedication that went into making those stickers and making them work and like making them really personalized was really, really cool, and they were fantastic to work with. So I would highly recommend L to genuinely anyone who wants art made for them, because they will get down to it and make it work for them. And also, we have opened a Kofi.
Yeah,
Huzzah.
please check it out. Let's go.
So if you feel like supporting the show, if you feel like tossing a couple dollars this way, 1, thank you, genuinely. And 2, you can toss it in the bucket over there. And every amount of money that is put into that is going to be used for just making the show better, making sure that we have like proper equipment, possibly investing in Amelia and I having separate microphones, the things, the things that go into audio engineering.
Kind of a big upgrade, honestly.
Yeah.
Right.
So all of those things, please check it out if you can. And now we have a cool special promo this week. It's not a podcast for once. It is instead a Kickstarter being made by another podcast.
So Fireball Forge and How Not to DM proudly present their very first Kickstarter, Too Hot One Shot.
So can you survive the spicy gauntlet and emerge victorious? If you love hot food, action, and adventure, you'll love the Too Hot One Shot. Eat spicier and spicier food in real life to give characters a better chance of success in the game. Guaranteed to create amazing videos to send to your family or friends or even just share online.
Yeah, it sounds super fun. The hot ones of D&D, maybe. So spice up your next home game night with fun new rules and an original 5e adventure, or snag the basic rules for any other TTRPG. There are also awesome tiers with VTT maps and tokens, your name in the thank you section, and even a custom t-shirt from Gem to Firefly.
Too Hot One Shot is currently fully funded and burning towards their stretch goals now. So check out the episode notes for the link, or just search Too Hot One Shot on Kickstarter. Genuinely, this sounds really fun, and I kind of want to get it. I want to get a table together and try this.
Yeah, as a fan of spicy food and tabletop RPGs, right up my alley.
So if you want to come and join the conversation with us on Discord, come check out the Actual Place Discord server. We have a ton of really cool shows on there. Bring Your Own Mech, Shrimp and Crits, $2 Creature Feature. I'm fairly certain all 3 of those I've posted promos for through our show before, because genuinely, they're some of my favorite shows that exist. I love talking to them. I love listening to their ideas and seeing how their narrative plays out, because it's all really fun stuff.
Oh yeah, Thornvale pretty cool too.
Yeah, Thornvale. I've started listening to Thornvale recently, and I very much enjoy the concepts that they're exploring there. And also, Tyler, I don't know if you know this, but Dragon Knight Dice, who we got custom dice from last year for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
They are also Susanna. They are the person who is the GM of Thornvale and also runs the Actual Place Discord server.
Whoa, no shit.
Yeah.
Cool. Great.
Multi-talented, super cool person.
Yeah, I use those dice at work.
Oh yeah, because you teach You teach TRPGs for your like English club, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Shouts out to Susanna. Big shouts out.
Yeah, thanks everybody for listening. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. And one last quick note before I forget. The next thing that we're going to be putting out hopefully will be like mid-December, because we are going to put out a season 1 recap and then also a Q&A episode. And so we're going to be sitting down with Ray from $2 Creature Feature, who is also a producer on our show. And we are going to be answering all of your burning questions, whether or not Mordicai has a family at all, whether or not he was spawned in a tube, did Jurnee's grandma fuck the Fae King, all of
She
the
did.
important...
That's not even a question. She did it.
all of the important burning questions that we have about the show. Yeah, we will absolutely ask us anything, and we will do our best.
Yeah, don't hold back. There's a lot of stuff I want to know too, so if you put Jason in a corner, I would appreciate that too.
Yeah, put me in a corner and beat me with a sock full of your questions. Okay. Oh no.
Yeah, make them hard. Also, if you could put Phil, the cool dude who plays Dan, into a corner and force him to talk more about Dan's personal life, I would love that too. It would be super funny.
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks everybody for listening.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Enjoy the episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you guys run down the hallway following after Mordicai. You hear the crashing of some canisters, like metal on metal. And you see Mordicai just barely avoiding the swipe of a massive shadow in the room in front of you.
So, just question. Do they see my sword on the way there?
Well, they wouldn't know to look for it.
I mean, it's
But
on
it
the
is
ground.
a sword.
It's a sword on the ground. Come on.
We could roll. I don't mind rolling for it.
Yeah, that would be a rollable thing. If you want to yell,
I still have a hold from Read a Bad Situation. Can I just use that to find the sword?
use that to pick it up. Yeah, I can say that, like, Read a Bad Situation, use that hold, and you can see Mordecai's sword along the way.
I'm looking for Mordecai signs, basically.
Yeah, that would make the most sense, because no one else would be looking for Mordecai but you. Everyone else is following you. And you know what Mordecai's sword looks like, so you would pick that up. I'll take that.
I want to use the hold for that, though.
It's a Read a Bad Situation hold. It's not that useful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So I take this sword and I shove it into my pocket.
cool.
And I still have my knife out because I can't put it back into the sheath without drawing blood. And these things don't bleed.
These things don't bleed.
Yikes. Okay.
Mordecai,
All right, yeah.
you need to start listening to me. Please.
Huh? What are you saying?
How many are there?
There's one massive Dark Watcher that is like foot to ceiling big.
What's up?
And it is blocking the entrance to a door that you see just on the other side of the room.
Hey, Dan, I found a bad guy.
I am sick of these guys.
Same.
Wait. Dan, in the canister stuff, there's light? Wouldn't that be good right now?
Are there canisters in the room?
Yes.
Yeah, because I dropped one.
There's
on the way
there's dozens of canisters
Yeah.
filled with this light in this room. Yeah.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to charge up to the wall next to Mordecai, grab one of these canisters, and then lob it off of the wall in the direction of this Dark Watcher, and then start channeling a spell. And I want to shoot. So I just took a move called Burn Everything. Learning from Mordecai's example.
This is from the Hex playbook, which is my personal favorite playbook in this entire game. I love the Hex. Perfect.
Great.
I'm just going to shoot a beam of flame that deals 3 harm, area, magic, obvious, through the canister of light as it's next to the Dark Watcher, and try to hit them both with it. The canister and the Watcher.
I want to look at one thing real quick. Because you can choose area, or you can choose...
Like targets.
Ignore armor is the other option, I think.
Ignore armor. So I will remind you that this is a small room. And you are all in it now.
Do it, Dan.
As a fan of your character, I'm just going to remind you: area, small room.
Do it.
I'm trying to flavor it. I'm choosing area because it's affecting more than one target. I'm trying to make it like a small area,
like a cone.
If I can still hit both of them with the other one, then I'll do that. Because I wasn't going for fireballing the room. I was going for just like a piercing spear of flame, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I guess this really goes down to whether or not you fail this roll.
Great. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, so also, the fire is purple, because that's my shtick.
Hell yeah. Let's fucking go.
That's a 10.
Excellent. This fire pours out, and I want to say it's coming out of the hand that has the tattoo of the eye, wide open, observing all of this. And this pouring purple flame flies out of your hand and strikes this canister and the Dark Watcher. And we see this canister burst, and we see green light and purple flame mixing through the room as it dissipates. And this Dark Watcher takes some harm.
I should hope so. Love the purple and green, by the way.
I'm surprised.
It's almost like it's the colors of our logo.
Huh.
Really makes you think.
Yeah, makes you think.
Does it?
I know nothing about the green light reverse aging people, by the way.
Yeah, you have no knowledge of that. Yeah, the Dark Watcher takes this hit and reels back from it. It does not like this. It is not a fan. And you see it kind of hunker down and take kind of just a defensive position in front of this door as it watches all of you. And Palmer, what are you up to?
Yeah, then I'm gonna see if I can get past this dude to go through the other door.
All right, act under pressure. Try and sneak past this boy.
I don't know if I'm sneaking. I think I'm pretty confident it is otherwise engaged. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would still say it's act under pressure because like it is looking for you guys, and it is like watching what you're trying to do, because it is trying to, like, its purpose right now is keeping you from getting past that. It's like a guardian essentially
9.
right now. That is a 9. So hard outcome. Worst outcome, hard choice, price to pay. Let's see. I think what's going to happen is you're going to get to this door, but the Dark Watcher is going to notice you and take a swipe at you. You get across this room, kind of making your way around the room instead of going directly. But this Dark Watcher still notices you and sees you, and it turns its back to the rest of the party to be able to take a swing at you with its extended, almost like a bow, like a walking stick kind of situation. And so it is going to take a swipe at you for 2 harm, but you have armor, so that would be reduced to 1, I believe.
Yup.
Yeah, so it knocks you back slightly.
Its back is to the rest of the party. Wink, wink.
Oh, flanking.
Can I just, like, turn my antlers into a big ol' swingy boomerang that just goes around the room in a circle and just, like, slices the canisters open?
Roll it.
Okay.
Sick.
Some fucking Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
I would like to use the Gale Boomerang, please.
Yeah. Okay, that would be what? Just weird?
Weird.
Are we all about to turn into babies?
Maybe. Oh shit. Okay, it's mixed.
That's a 7.
Maybe,
fine.
baby.
Maybe, baby. It's us.
Yep.
Ooh. What kind of weird effects could this have?
That's a great question.
I don't
On
like
a
this.
7 to 9, they take the size and shape that you need. You do not get a plus forward on this.
Okay.
So yes, you do make the shifting antlers
Mhm.
into this boomerang,
Mm-hmm.
and now to use it, you need to roll act under pressure.
Okay. It is now a giant pointy boomerang of death. I mean, even if it's a big pointy boomerang of death, maybe I'll just accidentally hit the monster too. Act under pressure.
Or on purpose. You could hit it
Or
on
on purpose. Yeah, we're gonna try.
On
There are
purpose,
many
preferably.
options.
Okay, it's mixed again.
All right, on mixed for act under pressure.
No worse outcome, hard choice, price. God, we've been doing a lot of those this time.
Mm-hmm. Act under pressure is the bread and butter of this game, but it's also like it is one of those things that like is kind of difficult for me to come up with the options for at times.
Yeah.
So what you want to do
Mhm.
is you want to open these canisters
Yeah.
so the light pours out of them
Mhm.
on the Dark Watcher.
Mhm.
What's going to happen?
Okay. Wait, I don't get a choice?
I'm
No.
giving you a worse outcome
Oh, okay.
because I can't think of the other two.
Okay.
You as like the keeper, you don't have to think of all of the options,
You can.
but
You can.
I like to try to if I can.
I see.
But this just
You're
happened.
going to get a worse outcome from this. You are going to throw this boomerang
Uh-huh.
around the room. It's going to knock over a lot of these canisters. Some light is going to pour out into the room. But I think now some of these canisters have littered the floor, and this is something that you guys are going to have to step around to make sure that you don't trip over.
So, like, glass or what?
Yeah, like broken glass and metal canisters.
Okay, I wasn't sure what material it was. I
Yeah,
forgot.
all along the floor. But this does affect this Dark Watcher. You see it reduce
Okay, I made it smaller.
in size slightly.
Cook your Dark Watcher until it reduces by 50%.
So wait, though, did the stuff affect us at all?
No, it was going to on a failure.
Oh, great. Okay.
But you didn't fail. So
I mean, but wouldn't it have a good effect on us? You're not being
We're
very clear
young
about this.
adults.
Hey, I'm having to homebrew this as I go. 1, 2, it's definitely not going to do something good if it happens on a failure.
I mean, yeah, but
Really makes you think.
would it turn us into babies? Is my question.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just doing the like old man, like I guess I'll die.
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
My God.
Dear God.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
Jurnee notices all of the stuff on the floor.
Mhm.
Says, sorry guys, be careful of that. My bad.
Could have been worse, I think.
Possibly.
Definitely.
Mordicai,
So,
your friends have come to your aid,
We are aiding you.
and some things have happened, and you feel a kind of a prickling, just like the lightest breeze on the back of your neck. And you hear the sounds of something rushing up behind you and the fluttering of wings. And then your animal companions have joined you. And Abby is next to you and nosing at you with their ethereal form, looking concerned. And you hear the raccoon just go, "All right, what's going on, Chief?"
well, boys, I'm not doing so hot. So, here's what we're gonna do. Chromie, do your best, stay safe, get in that thing's face, distract it. Fromie, raccoon homie, use your super strength, open up that fucking door. Abby, you wanna get big? You wanna get real big?
Yeah.
Was that their response?
We're doing a lot of things. There's a lot of things. I want to condense this
Okay.
into a role. I think yes. The frog and the raccoon are lieutenants. They follow the spirit of your instructions. The crow follows your exact instructions. So they will do what you say. You do not have to roll for that. But for Abby to become bigger, you're gonna have to offer her a Scooby snack.
Done. Easy. So just roll weird. All right. Easy money. Let's go. What did I get? Fuck my ass.
no!
God damn it.
Dude, have you leveled up?
Oh, yeah. I just don't know. Wait, you know what? I'm popping a luck on that.
Wait, can I help?
Can you
You
help?
could help out.
Help me, please.
Yeah, how do you help with this?
Does Dan also have a bag of Scooby snacks in his backpack?
Is this something it's possible for me to help with? I'm gonna look to Abby and then go, all right, Abby, and then look at the Dark Watcher and say, sick 'em.
Yeah, I think what happens is there are still remnants of Dan's flame around the room, and when you say that, Abby takes that in and is wreathed in this purple fire as Abby gets bigger. How big are you talking, Tyler?
That was an 8 on help out, by the way.
8 on the help out, cool. How big am I talking? So I want Abby to at least be 10 feet at the shoulder.
Ooh.
So we're talking like Clifford Big Red Dog is gonna kaiju fight this fucking Dark Watcher for us.
How many kaijus can we fit in this room?
This room enough to have kaijus.
Yeah.
This cave enough.
I did say it was brushing the ceiling at like 12 feet. So that's pretty damn big. Okay.
It's perfect, really. I mean, that's at least a 6-foot jaw. You know, big old mouth.
Big old spectral flaming jaw.
What if she had 2 fire heads?
Yeah. 2 flaming heads.
We see these spectral heads appear next to her, made entirely out of Dan's flame, and she pounces on this Dark Watcher and takes it at the neck and has dragged it over next to the door. So the path to the door is clear for you now. And the animals, the frog and the raccoon, run up to the door and together
Heave! Ho!
and they just punch the door in off its hinges.
Oh my god. Didn't we just open it?
They just open it. Chromie is flying around the room, checking and making sure that Abby is okay. But the door is open to you. What do you all do?
I'm going to reach my fist out to Mordicai and say, go Rams.
Go Rams. Give him a fist bump, and I charge in without hedging my bets.
Again?
All right.
It's
God
gonna
damn it.
work. I'm going to give chase as closely as I can.
We see the door to this room cave in and crack across the symbol of this owl and just completely come flying off of its hinges as the 4 of you enter, flanked by a raccoon and a frog.
And I just want to add flavor to this. I 100% Ginyu Force pose with my 2 animals at the
Sick.
head.
Wonderful. I love it. And what you see on entering this room is that you see a circle of runes has been drawn out in blood on the floor.
Great.
And these canisters, there are 4 canisters pinpointing like points on a compass around this circle. And in the center of the circle is Harker with blood dripping from his hand and a silver athame in his right hand. And Dan, you would notice that this is a carbon copy of the knife that you have in your hand.
That's right.
Oh shit.
But you
Parker.
also know that he probably did get it on Amazon, you know. Like he might win this fight.
I got it in ancient ritual.
Mhm. He might win this fight and kill all of us, but you have the upper hand. You know yours is real.
Yep. Dan, Harker's been a poser this whole time.
He does
Clearly,
give off
right?
poser energy.
There's like a little price tag sticker still attached to it, you know.
Well, he tore most of it off, but the adhesive wouldn't come off all the way
like
on
the
one side.
sticky bit. Yeah.
And like there's like an engraving of a pentagram on there, but like they got the lines just a little bit wrong, so it's kind of like a
Mhm.
crooked star.
No, it's got the seam where it's like kind of beveled.
Yeah.
It's even more
Yeah.
embarrassing because you know he tried to hide it. Like, oof.
Two
This
words,
poor
Harker.
villain.
Goo gone.
God. Oh my gosh. Great. Yeah. You all enter this room, and Harker has this blood pouring from his palm, and he looks at all of you and he says, "You know, I would have gotten away with it too."
I knew it.
Just finish it. Just finish it.
No,
Say
you
what you're
can't.
gonna-
You can't finish it. You
Say what
can't.
you're gonna say.
No, I'm going to throw my knife at him.
I will also throw my knife at him. I will full send my knife as well.
Yeah.
And my antler.
Roll kick some ass.
Dude, just two homies chucking knives.
That's an 11 for me.
Oh my god.
They're like,
That's an 8 for me.
refuse to let you finish that line.
Don't go taking too much harm there, Mordicai.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's fine.
on a mixed, I'm gonna say
Please.
both of your daggers catch him like in each shoulder.
Sick.
That's not bad.
Like how deep?
Does it draw blood?
It does draw blood,
I mean,
Thank God.
He has blood.
He still got some.
and Harker laughs
That's not
and
good.
says, "Well, thank you for that." And he places his bloody palm on the floor, and the room ignites in light.
cool.
Cool.
But we're safe
Did
because
not.
we have bubbles around our heads.
Well, you
Well,
and
you and
Palmer did.
yeah. Unfortunately, I did not bring my transition lenses, so I'm in trouble.
I'm a chain weed smoker. It's probably, it's...
Yeah,
That's
this room
probably cool.
ignites in light, and when the light dissipates, the canisters are empty, and Harker is gone, and your daggers have dropped to the floor.
What?
Okay,
Like,
so
I saw
magic daggers do nothing.
What about his dagger?
His dagger is gone, along with him.
I'm going to run
I
up and
wasn't
trace the
expecting
magic.
that.
While Dan's
No.
going to go run up to trace the magic, what happened to the big Dark Watcher behind us?
Still
there.
fighting Abby.
Okay, cool. Abby, good luck. Chat's out.
He can't have just gotten away. He can't get loose. We have to find him. Nothing is more dangerous than a rogue Brotherhood agent.
Dan, so you're trying to trace the magic? Like when you traced the magic when Palmer and Jurnee were kidnapped that one
Exactly.
time?
I'm assuming it's teleportation, so I'm gonna try and trace that.
I will help him.
Yeah, roll investigate a mystery, and as that happens, you hear Abby crash into the other wall in the room behind you, and this
In a
Dark
good way?
Watcher is up.
Oh,
That doesn't sound like a good way.
so scratch that. Dan, you trace the magic. I'll take
I'm gonna
on the
toss
Dark
you your
Watcher.
sword.
I'm going to take my sword.
If you die, I swear to God, dude.
Dan, if I die, I just want you to know I fucking love you, dude. And then I run. Go Rams! And I run back in to go help my dog.
Dan doesn't know how to handle that, so he just kind of awkwardly says, "Go Rams!"
Jurnee
Wipes away
sniffles.
tear.
Yeah.
Jurnee, Palmer, what are you guys going to do in this moment? You hear Abby get knocked into canisters, and a small yelp
I want to
come out.
help Dan with whatever he's doing.
Okay,
Okay. I'll make sure Mordecai doesn't die.
excellent.
The two wounded people go together. Excellent.
Awesome.
I'm
Into
half
battle.
wounded.
I am
Slightly
near death.
wounded now. It's fine.
Excellent. So I'm gonna roll weird to do investigate without old black magic.
Yes, please do.
That's a 9. You could turn that into a full success, Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Palmer, if you want to help out with that.
Ew.
Oh no.
I
Well,
failed.
that was a 6.
I marked experience though.
You mark experience.
That's what counts.
Palmer, you go up and you try and look around with Dan, but you're just not seeing whatever he is seeing. Dan, what are you looking for?
I'm reading the circle, the spell circle, and trying to piece together what it was intended for.
What you can tell from this is that the runes are designed to go one way from this place to another location. But Harker is smart and knew that if he left here, the Brotherhood would be on him. He knows the cost of being found out, that he isn't doing exactly what they say. He's been here for years, and he designed this circle to not be able to be traced.
Son of a bitch.
Mordecai and Jurnee, you guys see Abby, the flame heads dissipated, starting to get up from being knocked away by this Dark Watcher, and this thing doesn't look as well off. It's smaller. It's been reduced
Okay.
since you first saw it, but it is still ready to fight.
Jurnee, you can do magic, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
You ever watch
Aw, that's-
Yu-Gi-Oh?
That's character development.
That's not
That is
That's
character development.
Indeed. She admitted it.
Yu-Gi-Oh. That's the one with all the digital monsters, right?
Mordecai is holding back a brief moment of nerd anger.
Also character development.
We've all come so far.
Nah, it's more like a card game.
Oh, okay.
So, just real quick, I'm going to explain this to you in 10 seconds, and I just need us to do this together, and then I think we can kill it for free.
Oh, great. Okay.
So, we're going to do Swords of Revealing Light. I'm going to sacrifice my sword and create a barrier so it can't move. Of light.
6 seconds. Got it.
Okay.
All right, ready? Go.
Sword, light. Wait a second.
Roll use magic, Mordicai.
Jurnee, we have to save my dog, okay?
I got you.
That's a 9 on the use magic. Okay, on an 8, you can still do one thing
I can
with
still
Jinx.
do one thing. Okay, well, I mean, I guess for now I will just help Mordicai because the +1 would make it a 10. So
Yep, exactly.
let's
So
just do that.
what does it look like when Jurnee uses Jinx on her friend to aid them?
Jurnee was like going to reach out to him and grab him to be like, wait, explain it to me better. And she like stumbles, tries to grab his shoulder, but instead kind of reaches out and just gives him some magic-y help with her outstretched arm.
Wonderful. And Mordecai, what does it look like when the amber light pours out of Jurnee and mixes with your magic as you cast the spell?
So as I draw my sword, and as I'm smoking, I just try to pump as much energy into the sword as possible, drawing in light. And I think the amber starts swirling around my arm, going into my sword, and then the blade of the sword pops, and then 3 like light swords come out of it. The metal is gone on my sword. I said I would sacrifice the blade, and I did.
Oh,
And-
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it creates like a triangle barrier of swords around the Dark Watcher to keep it to keep it bound and unmoving.
Wonderful. Yeah, it does exactly that on a 10+.
So I just have the sword hilt and the sheath, and that's it. There's no blade any longer in my katana.
Nice.
Okay, so question: if now that we got this thing here, since Harker is like the bad guy, I don't know if these things are like also bad. So do we need to kill it, or should we go after Harker?
Capture it and submit it to our will?
I didn't say that.
It
but-
is actively struggling against these swords.
Oh, okay. Well,
Kill it.
I guess we're gonna kill it.
Or say, I mean, do what you want. I'm just holding it here. I would like to imagine that, like, me holding the sword hilt is kind of like me binding this spell. So I don't think I can move. I think I need to kind of maintain this.
I would say that if you had gotten a mixed success.
Okay.
But because you got a full success from being helped, you can do other things while you have this going on.
I want to turn my antlers into a magical flamethrower.
Cool. Do that.
Okay.
Roll it.
Nice.
I've always wanted to make a flamethrower. It's just weird, isn't it?
Yep.
Go! I hope I fail. Fuck.
Go ninja, go ninja.
Oh, yeah, no, you make
Roll 10.
it. It works.
Okay. I'm gonna... While Mordecai is holding this thing, I'm gonna just spray it down with fire, with
Yeah.
magical fire.
Roll kick some ass.
Okay. Now, I've at least succeeded in making the thing. Whether or not it actually does anything is the question.
You do get a +1 on this roll.
Oh, I do. That's right. Okay. So, kick some ass?
Yep.
Okay. No, it's mixed.
That's mixed.
Yeah, it could have been a fail. But
Yeah, you deal harm to each other. I think that you catch yourself off guard, and you do spray this thing with this magical fire, but you just don't quite realize how large this thing still is. And I'm going to take a hard move, and it is going to be able to swipe at you from beneath its bindings and knock you to the ground, and you fall unconscious.
I bonk my head on something.
Yep. You bonk your head on one of the canisters.
Damn. Oh, the fucking canister that I knocked over in the first place. That's...
It all comes together, baby.
Shit.
Full
It all
circle.
comes back around. Jurnee falls to the ground, unconscious. Mordecai, you see this. What do you do?
Damn, that was super cool, but also super unlucky. All right, guess it's on me.
I want to say when she is knocked out, her antlers return to just being antlers in her hand instead of being a flamethrower.
That tracks.
Throw me, raccoon homie. I need you to throw me at its face.
Aye, aye.
What are you doing here?
I am going to. I mean, the head is much taller than I can jump. I mean, realistically, it's 12 feet up. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it has been like knocked down, so it is like, it's still
How
like
down?
8 feet. 8 feet up.
How tall is Mordecai? Is like 6 foot. I said.
Yeah, I'm imagining like the like Atlas, like holding the earth kind of pose happening here.
Oh, it's like kind of crouched down.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. My plan was to have them launch me up at its head, and then I use that force plus the dagger to just burrow it as deep into its skull as possible.
That's rad.
I'm just gonna do it anyway. I don't care that I don't need that. I'm just gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna have them mega launch me.
Yeah, you do that. Roll kick some ass +1.
Okay, cool.
+1. I'm being generous.
Cool. Thank you. Hang on.
You're getting help from your allies. You're using your allies' super strength, which Jesus Christ.
Wow. All right. Yeah. Sick.
It's a failure.
Failed. With
a
a +1, I failed. It's pretty sick. Pretty sick.
I think Raccoon Homie and Fromy are very excited to use their super strength. This is a new thing to them, and they overestimate it. And
I'm gonna hit the ceiling, aren't I?
Eve. Ho!
yeah, they throw you flying through the air, but you just weren't quite ready for it, and you break concentration. And this Dark Watcher is freed from your light swords. And when that happens, it sees you coming flying up at it, and it headbutts you into the ground, and you take 1 harm. You are flat on your back with this 12-foot, probably like 10-foot now, 10-foot Dark Watcher looming over you. Palmer and Dan, hey.
Help.
What's up?
Please.
What you doing?
Well,
I'm going to need your help with something in a second.
The thing that we were trying to do did not work, right? So
Yet, but it sounds like they're dying in there.
that it does.
Yeah, let's go finish that fight first.
All right.
So let's rush over into that room,
Mm-hmm.
assess the situation. The situation is
Bad.
Jurnee is out cold.
Yeah. You see Jurnee on the ground, and she's not moving. You see
Is
Mordicai,
ostrich style.
yeah, flat on his back with this Dark Watcher looming over him.
Hey, Dan. Not dead yet. I'm like coughing
for that
blood.
one, dude. Proud of you, man.
Help.
Combo move. You whip, I flame.
Okay, it's a good thing you explained. She's not have the same sort of lingo or repertoire
No.
with you.
We'll do it like a fire tornado. It'll be cool.
She's looking at him like, what language are you
Just
speaking?
follow my lead.
Okay.
I'm going to use some burn everything magic.
All right.
That's a 10.
Yeah, I think, Dan, what does it look like when you use this magic and fire off at this shadow beast?
I'm conjuring up sort of a swirling, I guess sort of a whip of flame out of my hand. I guess I'll look in Palmer's direction and give a nod.
Now you're just making me look bad, you know. You made your own whip. What do you need mine for? No, okay, I do the same.
The different mat.
I do the same.
It's two. Okay, cool. And then we'll whip this guy.
Okay, Palmer, roll kick some ass.
I can do that for you. Special for you.
Whip it good.
Yeah, every time. Oh, I get smart.
That's
Experience.
easier.
You can use a luck here if you want.
Do I still get the experience?
You do not.
Unmark that then.
Do it for the XP.
It's the first time using luck, but yeah, sure, I use luck.
Okay, well,
Tight.
we'll count it as a 12 plus. So you guys both take your whips, flanking like right next to each other. I see the camera kind of pointing up at like a 75-degree angle, seeing your backs as you both take your whips of magic and holy artifacts in hand. And you both rear back together and cast out at this shadow creature. Your whips wrap around its legs and you pull. They go right through this thing, taking it completely down and allowing it to crash to the ground, falling back away from Mordicai.
Nice.
You see this thing slowly crumble and the darkness dissipate, and these piles of human bones fall out of it and crumble into dust.
Piles, like plural, like many human
Multiple
bones.
bodies.
Unfortunate.
Well, that
They fixed it.
we're all alive, right? Jurnee, is Jurnee alive? I'm going to check if Journee's alive.
Dude, I think she died.
You go check on Jurnee and you check her pulse, and she is breathing but unconscious.
Well, that's
That's good.
relief.
Abby,
Okay,
you
guys.
okay?
Yeah, Abby has shrunken back down to her normal size. and is limping slightly, but otherwise seems fine, and comes and nuzzles you to provide a little bit of comfort as your animal companions kind of form up and check in on you.
All right, boys. I'm gonna need your help get me out of here. So, Fromy, Raccoon Homie, Abby, or at least Fromy and Raccoon Homie, just carry me out. Let's get out of here. I've had enough. I want to take a hot bath and smoke.
Do you guys want to do anything else while you're here?
I have a question, Keeper.
Yes.
You said that when Harker teleported, he used some of the canisters as part of the casting.
Yes.
How many exhausted canisters are there? How many did he use?
4 for that magic spell.
Okay. I'm going to grab 2 and ask.
There are still some. I would say that there probably still are at least 2 that are unbroken here that you can take if you want to.
Can we forage out 4 of them?
Roll luck. So you're going to roll 2d6 plus the remainder of your luck rounded down. So you
is there a built-in
plus 3? 2d6 plus 3 since you haven't used any luck.
A 9.
On a 9, you can find 3.
All right. This'll have to do. Can somebody help me haul this over to the other room?
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna try to prop myself up and walk over to Dan and, oops, what's this?
Yeah, I think as you walk over, you stumble a little bit and you come kind of sprawling across the desk that Harker was using here, and you find some of his research papers.
We just fold these up and take that. Could be useful later. And then I try to help Dan as best I can. And
Well,
help
no.
Connor.
Yeah, because you're injured. If anything, I was the one that was going to help.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just chill with the papers.
Cool. I'm going to attempt. So I'm explaining as I'm setting this up. So this is some sort of teleportation circle, I think, and it's impossible because of how it's designed to tell where it goes exactly. I don't know if we have enough power to get it going, but I know for a fact I can't figure out where it goes, but I might be able to activate it one time.
Dan, are you sure? Like, it's gonna, like, use blood and stuff, right?
I got plenty of that.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty much game for whatever, but blood magic seems a little weird to me.
I think when you hear Mordicai say, I'm pretty much game for whatever, he coughs and has a little bit of blood come out.
I can tell he's on death's door.
Yeah.
I can't let him get away.
But you also can't let a homie die.
Well, you're good, right? So,
The coal mine is also on fire.
oh shit. I forgot about the coal mine fire.
Yeah. Smoke is starting to fill the areas.
I hadn't noticed because of my special protective bubble. Okay, I'm going to really quickly, I'm going to take very thorough notes on this spell circle.
And I've got his research.
Now, you know what? I'm going to use magic.
Okay.
I can see that this is a teleportation thing from what he's explained, and in her mind, that's like quick way out. What do you need a power source when I am like a living battery? So she's just gonna try and do it herself.
Okay.
So use magic, please.
As I see you starting to attempt
Please.
I'll give you a warning of careful, that's Brotherhood stuff. That's pretty potent.
No, I'm not listening. You're talking to a brick wall. I got an 11. Almost got that 12 plus.
Interesting. Okay. On an 11, I have a question for you.
Okay.
With this use magic, you can activate this teleportation circle again. Very briefly, you could follow the trail, or you can find out where this goes and know how to get there later.
I think well, the point of her activating it was she wanted an out. She wanted to get out of the current situation, so it doesn't really make sense for her to be like, ah, yes, it's functional, let's take notes.
Yeah, Palmer's not a scientist.
Yeah. Now, if you wanted to change the location of where this is going, I think that that is also a reasonable thing for you to do. But you would not gain any more information on Harker from that.
So it's activated.
Yes.
What does it look like?
The runes along the floor are now glowing with your magic. And you can start to see like some of them are almost getting overloaded. You can see visually almost like a portal of magic is starting to appear in the ether before you.
Okay, and then she's just gonna look back at Dan.
Who is actively starting to get up to try and run towards you to stop you.
Oh, interesting. Not the reaction I was expecting.
So this is a bullet time moment.
Yeah, it is bullet time, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any other way that she would approach this. I think she would just step through.
Okay, I mean, do you want to know where this goes, or do you want to change, like, what is your intention with that, I guess, is my question.
I don't think she's changing.
Yeah, I guess, like, this is a subway tunnel on a split track, and you're at the control to be able to send it somewhere else, or send it where the previous user went.
I mean, all right, you know what? If you're making a point to tell me that I do have the choice to change it, then sure. How about as I'm stepping in, I'm picturing the last, like, safe place that we all... How about, like, the outside of the cave?
When you step in, it interacts with you and your magic, and the portal encompasses the rest of the room. It grabs Mordicai and the...
Would have dragged Jurnee into the room as well.
Jurnee and Dan. It grabs everyone, all of the animal companions, and you guys find yourselves broken down into particles of light, then rematerializing outside of the cave at the mouth of the cave, just as dusk is running back up the hill to try and come to your aid.
That was rad. That was cool.
What happened?
Ta-da!
Harker got away.
I almost died.
Oh, congratulations.
On not dying?
Thanks.
So that, but also near-death experiences are the necessary initiation to being a part of the Brotherhood.
What the hell?
I don't know if I want that dog.
That's fair. It's not for everyone.
Harker, 100% a traitor, did get away with a teleportation circle. He made it untraceable.
Oh, no.
I got his research, though.
Sick. We did grab a bunch of research. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I tried to take quick notes on the circle as we were making our escape.
That's going to help us a lot.
Palmer, clutch work getting us out of there. That went better than I expected. Those things are really touchy.
Went better than I expected as well.
Yeah,
that's reassuring.
I think Dusk turns to you, Dan, and he's a little afraid. You've never seen this expression on his face. He says, well, the good news, Mordecai, if you'd like to, after we get you healed up, maybe we can work together and see if we can improve your skills. But Dan, you know what happens when someone goes off the rails in the Brotherhood. We have to go report this. There's going to be an inquisition. Are you ready for that?
I was ready to take the teleportation circle to follow him. Palmer stopped me. Well, Mordecai stopped me, and then Palmer forced my hand to pull me out. Pull us all out.
And Dusk smiles a little bit and claps his hand on your shoulder and says, maybe that's for the best. We are going to have to go see your father.
Cool.
And at that moment, Palmer, you remember your visions. You remember seeing Oberon laid out and his crown barely lit. You remember a red sun eclipsed and a dagger coming down into you. And then you hear a voice from behind you. Palmer, Thorn of Oberon. You turn around and you see Percha, the deer-headed man.
Not this guy again. It's that one meme of them pointing at the photograph. This guy. I'm sick of this guy.
Palmer, Oberon requires his thorn. We need you to come home.
I think she kind of looks between, like, Dusk and Dan and all of them and Jurnee, because Jurnee is still just, like, on the floor.
Jurnee's out
cold.
Oh, do you want Jurnee to go with you? I would rather you stay.
No, for, like, how long does Oberon need his thorn?
Does Percha reply to that?
Because we've got shit to do, right?
Does Obi need my help?
You know what? This conversation is obviously not going to go the way that she thinks it is. So I think she just sort of sighs and says, I leave Jurnee in your capable hands.
Wait.
And, whether or not he acknowledges that or not, I think she's just gonna...
Wait, hold on.
Without a second thought. Because
need more information, please.
Her allegiances lie, first and foremost with Oberon. She's just gonna take a step towards my guy.
Palmer, what's up? I don't like this.
Palmer, wait!
I got that reference.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you've seen it so many times from the inside, but it's very rare for you to see it happen to someone else. You see Percha take Palmer by the hand, and they both together, in just a flash of light and leaves, disappear back to the Feywild where they are needed.
Just before they poof away, I just want to shout after Palmer and say, thank you for being my friend!
Oh my gosh. That is so red flag. Like, we'll never see each other. I'm dead.
Dan is incapable of reading the room on this and is still at this moment be like, okay, like, when's she gonna be back?
The scene melts into a warm wash of light, and the camera pulls up from a desk lamp adorning a large wooden desk. The camera slides along the edge of the desk, over ruins and alchemical symbols, along the arm of a dress shirt, over the wrist, and across the surface of a piece of parchment. We see the words Dark Watchers, Control, and Potential mixed in among the paragraphs. The camera slides up. We see the insignia of an owl nesting in thorns. In the words Ad Gloriam Lamia, we see the figure place the letter in a file marked Santa Lucia. Then the file is placed in a side drawer of the desk with many others. We can make out the names of the 4 most recent files, which are Cheddar Bay, Monterey, Sleepy Hollow, and Ellendale. The camera holds on the names of these files until a hand reaches down, closes the desk drawer, and we cut to the black. End of season 1.